What comes in mind when we hear the word microbes? It's diseases and their related symptoms. Do you know that microbes are the major components of biological system on Earth? They are tiny microscopic life forms but have great benefits to mankind. In fact, they are more beneficial than being harmful. In this video, we'll discuss their role in everyday life and also in the production of some commercially important products. Let's move on to the topic. We use microbes or their derived products in our daily life, don't we? Curd is a common example. Can you guess which microbe helped in the conversion of milk to curd? It's lactobacillus or lactic acid bacteria, or in simple terms, LAB. They are also called as probiotics. Do you know why? Because they are safe to ingest and have many health benefits. LAB produce acids that coagulates and partially digest milk protein to form lactic acid. It also improves the nutritional quality by increasing vitamin B12. It plays a beneficial role in our stomach in checking disease-causing microbes. How can we produce the curd in our home? Or where will we get the bacterial inoculum for the production of curd? A small amount of curd added to fresh milk acts as an inoculum or starter because it contains millions of LAB, that is lactic acid bacteria. We all have a common favorite in food. Can you think of that common favorite? Yes, the light, fluffy and yummy idlis and doshas. Have you ever thought what makes the idlis fluffy? The dough of idlis and doshas are fermented by microbes like bacteria. The raised appearance of the batter is due to the production of carbon dioxide gas. Likewise, the dough of bread is fermented by baker's yeast or Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Toddy, a traditional drink made by fermenting palm sap, is famous in some parts of South India. Fish, soya bean, bamboo shoot are also fermented using microbes. Pizzas and burgers loaded with cheese are a treat for our taste buds. Different varieties of cheese have different textures, flavors and taste. The image shown here is a Swiss cheese. The large hole in this cheese are due to the production of carbon dioxide by the bacterium called Propionibacterium shermani. But the Roquefort cheese shown here is ripened by a fungus. We have discussed microbes beneficial in our household purpose. Now, let us talk about microbes in the industry. What product might require the usage of microbes in industries? Any guesses? Beverages, antibiotics, etc. are some examples of the products produced by industries. In the industry, for the production of fermented products, large vessels called fermentors, as shown in this image, are a must. Do you know how beverages like wine, beer, etc. are produced? It is produced by fermentation of malt by yeast. The yeast is also known as brewer's yeast because they are used to ferment malted cereals and fruit juice to produce ethanol. Metabolic pathway in which ethanol is produced is known as glycolysis. Based on the type of raw material used and the type of processing means, that is, with or without distillation, a variety of alcoholic drinks are obtained. Wine and beer are produced without distillation, whereas whiskey, rum and brandy are produced by distillation of fermented broth. Next, we will discuss on the production of antibiotics. Antibiotics are produced by several groups of microbes such as bacteria, fungus and actinomycetes. It is regarded as one of the most significant discoveries in the 20th century. Do you know what does the word antibiotics mean? Antibiotics is a Greek word in which anti means against and bios means life. Together it is against life. But in the context of infectious agent and for human, it's actually pro-life. Now, can you define the term antibiotics? Antibiotics are chemical substances produced by some microbes and can kill or retard the growth of disease-causing agents. Penicillin is the most common antibiotic. It was the first antibiotic discovered and it was a chance discovery. Let's look at the story behind the discovery of penicillin. Alexander Fleming observed a mold growing on the unwashed culture plate of Streptococcus bacteria. Interestingly, there was no growth of bacteria around the mold. Ultimately, he found out that this was due to the chemical produced by the mold. He named the substance as penicillin and the mold was named as Penicillium notatum. The potential function of penicillin was later discovered by Ernest Chain and Howard Florey. It was the life-saving drug during the World War II. Fleming, Chain and Florey were awarded by Nobel Prize in 1945. Other antibiotics were also purified from other microbes. For example, cephalosporin from Cephalosporium acrimonium, streptomycin from Streptomyces, vancomycin from Amycolaceptes orientalis. Today, usage of antibiotics are prevalent because they have great capacity to fight against deadly diseases like plague, whooping cough, diphtheria and leprosy. We have discussed the production of alcohol and antibiotics by microbes. Do you think there are other uses of microbes in industries? Chemicals such as organic acids, enzymes and bioactive molecules are produced commercially by microbes. The different acids produced by microbes are citric acid from Aspergillus niger, acetic acid from Acetobacter aceti, butyric acid from Clostridium botulicum and lactic acid from Lactobacillus. Yet another role of microbes is in the production of enzyme. Can you give some examples of enzymes produced by microbes? Here are some. Streptokinase are produced from Streptococcus, is modified by genetic engineering to form clot busters and is used to remove blood clots of patients who have undergone myocardial infarction leading to heart attack. Another example is lipases, which are used in detergent formulation to remove tough stains from clothes and fabrics. The next example is proteases and pectinases. These enzymes digest the cell wall material and clarify bottle juices. Do you know about cyclosporin A? It is a bioactive molecule which is used as an immunosuppressive agent in organ transplant patients. It is extracted from Trichoderma polysporum. Monascus purpuris produce strains which have been commercialized as blood cholesterol lowering agent. It acts competitively inhibiting the enzyme responsible for the synthesis of cholesterol. This was all about the importance of microbes in our daily life and also in the commercial production of beverages, organic acids, antibiotics, etc. You might now be clear that all microbes are not harmful to us. Now I have a question here. Are there any other usage of microbes in fields apart from household and industries? If yes, find out what are those. Let's now summarize what we have learned.
Manorama Horizon. Learning made simple.